Welcome back. So far, we've built a complete Sokoban level that plays beautifully, but a single level isn't enough for a real game. In this lesson, we're going to expand on our project by adding in 2 additional levels, and show just how easy it is to scale this system. Let's start by creating more levels. In Phaser Editor, under our Scenes folder, let's make a new file. We'll do New Scene file. We'll call this Level 2. Now for our second level, we'll want the same setup that we have in our first level. We'll need to have a copy of our game manager script with references to all of our tile layers that make up our level. Then for our level, we'll need our editable tile map with our various layers. To help bootstrap our process, we can copy our configuration for our level 1 scene over to our level 2 scene. To do this, we'll open up our level 1.scene file, then we'll open up our level 2.scene file. And so this is just our JSON structure that Phaser Editor uses internally to create our game objects in our JavaScript files that get created. And so if we take a look at our level 1.scene file, we'll see right away we have this display list, which is an array of objects. Our level 2 scene file, this is empty since we've not added any game objects to our scene. This display list, this is what Phaser Editor uses internally to create our code in our JavaScript file. So to bootstrap our scene, we're going to copy our display list and our plain objects over to our level 2 scene. So let's copy these, come over to level 2, we'll replace our display list. If we save, let's come back to Phaser Editor. And so when our scene refreshes, we should see all of our game objects get created for us. Now that we have our structure in place, we need to design our second level. So for our second level, we're going to change the layout of our level a little bit. We're going to add in additional decorations that'll block our player, and we're going to add in 2 boxes so we can test our logic with getting 2 boxes onto our goal. So for us to create this level, let's come back to Phaser Editor. We're going to go into our editable tile map. Let's start off by defining our walls for our level. So for our painting layer, we'll want to do our wall tile layer. We're going to change our tile set to our walls. Let's choose our stamp brush tool. Now for our walls, we want to bring this corner up here. We'll extend our wall over. Let's grab our side wall. And now we just need to clean up our wall tiles from here. So let's choose our eraser tool. We'll remove those. So now let's change our painting layer to our floor layer. For our paint tile set, we'll do our grounds. Next, we'll need to update our player starting position. So we'll do our player tile. Let's do our elf. We'll erase our player. We'll add our player in our corner. Now let's update our goal tiles. So for our level, we're going to have our 2 goals surrounded by these decorations. So we'll choose our goal tile layer. Let's do our animated props. We'll choose our goal tile. We'll paint 1 more tile here. Now let's do our decorations. So we're going to do our blocking tile layer. Then we'll choose our props for our tile set. We'll add in a few more pots. Let's erase our pot from over here. And just to add in some variety, we're going to add in some bones. And then we're going to add in a boulder here. Finally, we need to add in our other box, so we'll do our block tile layer, we'll choose our box, and we'll add that next to our rock here. So if we go ahead and save, if we come back to our code, let's open up our level2.js file, and we should see all of our code gets generated for our tile maps and for our game manager script. So now that we have our new level, we need to add it to our game configuration. We're going to open up our main.js file, copy our import for level 1, we'll add in level 2, let's add that to our game configuration. We'll have level 2. And we'll go ahead and save. So now if we want to test our level, let's open up our preload scene. We're going to switch from our title scene to our level 2 scene. And now if we come over to our browser and we refresh, we should be able to test our second level. So let's try to move our player. If we move our boxes over our goals, we should see our message show up in our developer console that we won our level. Now that we tested our logic works, let's try a few other use cases we couldn't try before. Let's try pushing our blocks against our other blocks. Our player's not able to move them. With our block against another decoration, we can't move them. And if we try to move our player, they're not able to go over those decorations. Nice. Alright, now that we created our second level, let's go ahead and create our third level. So now for our third level, this will be another variation. And so for this level, we're going to do a square, and we're going to have 3 boxes that we need to get onto our goals. So to go ahead and create our level, we'll come back to Phaser Editor. Let's start off by adding a new scene. So we'll do new scene file. We'll call this level 3. Let's save. Now if we come over to our code, let's go into our level 1 scene. We're going to copy our display list and our plain objects again. We'll go into our level 3 scene. Let's replace our display list. Let's save. Go back to Phaser Editor. We should see our level show up. So now we just need to create our level. So for this, let's start off with our walls. We'll do our walls tile set. So for our room, we're going to have our floor made up of a 5x6 grid. So we're going to need to shrink some of our walls here and then extend out our walls here. So let's start off by moving some of our walls around. So if we choose our rectangle select tool, let's choose these tiles. We're going to copy them. Now we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to paste them here. Next, let's choose these tiles here. We'll remove them from our layer. Now let's switch to our floor tile layer. We'll remove our floor tiles from here so we can see our walls. So if we choose these tiles, we'll remove them. And now let's do our goal. And then we'll do our blocking tile layer. Much better. Alright, so let's switch back to our wall tile layer. Let's finish updating our room. So if we choose these tiles here, let's copy them. We'll bring them up here. Let's do these 2 tiles. We'll paste them here. And let's copy our walls. We'll do the same thing over here. Now let's grab our rectangle select tool, and let's remove our wall tiles from here. Oh, we just need to fix our wall here. So let's choose this tile. We'll copy it. We'll paste it here. Much better. All right, let's switch to our floor. So now for our floor, we'll do the same thing. Let's grab these tiles. We'll move them up here. We'll grab this tile. Let's put it over here. We'll do this one. Now let's switch to our ground layer. Let's switch to our ground tile set. Now we're going to update our tiles here on our wall. We'll do our inner tiles. And now our last wall. All right, let's switch to our player. Remove our player down to the bottom of our level. Let's add our goals. We'll do our animated props paint tile set. We'll choose our tile. We're going to put a goal here, here, and then one right in front of our player. We'll do our block tiles. Let's do our eraser tool. We're going to remove our block that's on our goal. Let's change to our props. Let's add in our boxes. So we'll have a box here, here, and then here. Finally, we'll go to our blocking tile layer. Let's remove our pot from in front of our box here. Now we're just going to add some tiles by our boxes. Much better. All right, let's go ahead and save our scene. So now if we come back to our code, let's go to our main.js file. Let's add in our level. So we'll import level 3 from level 3. We'll add it to our game config. Let's jump over to our preload scene. Let's start that level. Now if we come over to our browser, let's refresh. And now we can test our level. Nice. So now we've got a real multi-level Sokoban game. In our next lesson, we're going to work on connecting our first level to our second once our player wins.